Merry Christmas from the White Bronco Show. This is Uncle Santa. Just kidding. It's me, your host, Blanket Jackson. We got James and Brent in studio. This is our Christmas episode.
Are you going to start going as OJ Sippin'?
No, but my new stage name in comedy is Blanket Jackson.
I like it.
And I'm pretty much announcing it on Christmas. Done it at some open mics. I'm doing jokes as Blanket. I'm embodying him. I'm changing my name on Facebook.
You should tell jokes from his perspective.
That's what I'm doing. So, it's interesting because I like to talk about, the family doctor, Conrad Murray, and being friends with his kids. I also talk about, just do people like amusement parks? And I tell people, my nicknames. My dad used to call me Blanky, but you and my friends can call me BJ. And
we need to do an interview with Blanket Jackson.
Yeah, Life of Blanky. I mean, I might just go full Blanky in 2016, and I might even change the name of this show to Blanky J and the Gang. And he's just gonna be egotistical because he's a Jackson. And you know what? He loves his grandma because she's always been there for him. And he's never met his mom because I don't think he's ever met his mom.
Just assuming.
Yeah. And I don't know. He might be mad about things too. I haven't, dug into that part of Blanket yet. But what would he have to be mad about? Maybe not living on the ranch. Maybe not living at the amusement park.
Right. He no longer has a zoo.
Right. I mean, where does a guy go from Central California? That's like the best place you can live. Where is he? He's doing stand up
now. Is it still running?
I think you can do tours there.
Okay. I picture it looking like Santa's Village, just all tore down and dilapidated.
I mean, I'm sure it's pretty fucking beat down because it's not being like managed shit like that.
Right. Who's riding those roller coasters?
Right. And God bless Bubbles. He's in Florida. They just shipped him off. You know what I mean? And he's now living in sweaty fucking Florida. You know what I mean? Bubbles went from Central California, perfect weather, best place he could be, to living like a sweaty fucking whore in Florida. And he's still alive.
Bunch of old people.
Yeah. And I met someone in Washington. She was this big Indian bitch, and she was swimming in the hot tub at the YMCA. And she said that people at her tribe have like channeled the spirit of Michael Jackson. And I was like, oh my God, well, do you think, you could channel the spirit of Bubbles also? And that fucking Indian knew that Bubbles was still alive. And I fact checked her, when I got out of the tub, and she was right.
To me.
Yeah, no, Bubbles is still alive. So maybe we'll do a tribute show to Bubbles one day. You know what I mean? And
okay. Monkey facts.
We'll get Blanket in. We'll get Blanket in studio. And
okay.
If you guys want to, help write jokes or tweet Blanket jokes or just tweet things to Blanket, guys, hit up the show at White Bronco Show on Twitter. Got a nice little following of fucking weirdos and criminals and sex robots. You know what I mean? So shout out to the sex robots. All those, sex robots are starting to leak over to my Instagram. And now I have sex robots following me on Instagram, which is cool.
Can I give a Christmas shout out to my favorite sex robot movie?
Yeah.
I actually have two sex robot favorites. Now, my favorite sex robot movie is Cherry 2000 with Melanie Griffith. Great movie, Cherry 2000. Check it out. And my favorite sex robot comic recently finished Alex and Ada. Check it out.
Alex and Ada. Was all of that reference to porn, or are those real movies?
Are you not infatuated? Okay, first of all, it's a real movie and a real comic, but are you not infatuated with the fact of having a girlfriend that just does everything you say and you just have no bullshit in your life? I think I would die early because things are too simple.
Yeah,
like I think real bitches keep you on your toes a little bit.
You want a Cuban chick, you got a club in the fucking back of the head every now and then.
All I can picture is Blaine and the little girl from Small Wonder.
Yes, Punky Brewster. No, I went Punky Brewster. Oh, the little girl.
The little robot.
Well, Christmas is a weird time for me because one time I was walking with my mom and was holding her hand at a farmer's market, and this hippie was laying there on a blanket, selling fucking dream catchers. This old woman, with white hair. She was just an old, burnt out fucking hippie selling her dream catchers. And she started to get up, and she was in a dress, and she flashed me her pussy. So I guess technically it was like the first pussy I've ever seen. And the bad thing about it was the pussy looked. I mean, if I had to describe it, because I squeezed my mom's hand. My mom saw it. She knew I saw it, and she goes, "What did you see that? What did you see?" And I said, "I don't know what I saw, Mom, but it looked like Santa Claus was between her legs eating a roast beef sandwich." And, that's my first pussy is, Santa eating
What
a
a
sandwich.
horrible experience.
Yeah, that's how I describe that hairy, white fucking snatch that old loose hippie had. And, I still have a visual of it today.
Vowed that day never to eat a pussy.
Right, but one time, I was in college. I did a little Molly. I was alone by myself, and I thought about that. And you know what? I overcame my fears like Batman. I just went into the darkest places.
And started dressing up like it?
Well,
Santa eating a roast beef sandwich?
no, I stuck my dick in a big cotton fucking pillow, and pretended it was that hippie's fur. And I had redemption. I put the bat on my back, I guess, that night.
He tied a towel around his neck and fucked the neighbor's poodle.
In fairness, the poodle was asking for it.
Here's something that I've done on stage. I should have had this queued up to play, but I haven't done it in so long. I don't even know how I would tell it, but there was a Christmas tree on the stage one time at a comedy club on Melrose in Hollywood called Sal's Comedy Hall. And there's a Christmas tree, and I just started telling people, like, and this is how I ended a set one time. I was like, "Do you know how I could ruin your Christmas forever?" And this lady's like, "Yeah, baby, tell us how." And I was just like, "All right, well, like, when I, fuck a girl on her period, and the next morning I wake up and, there's dried up crust hanging in my pubes, I can only compare that crusty shit hanging in my pubes to ornaments on a Christmas tree." And then it's just like, fucking, motherfucker. And I'm just like, yeah. And like, it actually was really fucked up. And
It sounds like one of your shows.
yeah. And I feel like when people are pulling out their Christmas tree every year, anyone who's heard that joke is kind of like, at one point while they're putting up ornaments, or they're just setting it up, or they're buying it, or they're, just looking at it on the last night, they're just like, "That fucking cocksucker." Just like me, just next morning, like, "What's this?"
I like to make it a white Christmas, and I grind that extra up, and I sprinkle it on her. Just like it's snowing.
I like that. That's good. I like that.
I mean, I'd put that in with my taco meat. That wouldn't be bad.
Normally she'd freak out, but I sing, "It's beginning to look a lot like Chris," and she's all about it. Back in the spirit.
I like that. Okay. Uncle Santa is just about my uncle, and he's a good guy. For some reason, he always wanted to play Santa Claus in his basement, and Uncle Santa confused me, because whenever I would see Santa in the mall or on TV or in a movie, I would be confused because he had pants on, and I was confused because probably till I was 10, Uncle Santa always, when we sit on his lap, he never had pants on. So I never really got it. And I never really liked sitting on Santa's lap anyway, because it was painful.
You can't truly get what you want for Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think I was ever on Santa's lap without tears in my eyes, because I just was mad. And he told me, "You're not going to get this." And then I'd ask for something else. He's not going to get that. And it was just pain. And pain.
Yeah. You really didn't want any coal in your stocking.
Yeah,
huh?
and then, I'm in 5th grade on the playground, and I'm like, "Hey, what's Santa? When did Santa start wearing pants?" And people are like, "What?" Santa's always worn pants, man. He lives in the North Pole. And I'm like, okay, so he lives in the North Pole. I get it. And since we're talking about Santa, let's talk about Jesus.
Okay.
James? What do you got, Brent? What do you got?
Same thing.
Right? Yeah. Same thing.
It's
right?
that time of year.
The fucking 30th incarnation of one story.
Right. And
right.
I I don't even know how Christmas relates to Jesus, and I don't give a shit.
They don't teach you that at Trinity Lutheran College.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, but what do you got on?
Well,
what
do
you got-
they teach you about how many other people came before Jesus that had the same fucking story?
I've heard that in like a Zeitgeist video.
I sense a little
Zeit-
bit of disbelief.
Oh no.
No, we're trying to.
I'm just I'm
We're-
trying to be
we're
one of those
neutral here.
challenging
A little cynical.
types.
No, we're neutral here over here. Okay, we buy into everything. I think a little bit, but we're just investigating right now. So
Right.
so tell us about the people who come before. Do you
So-
have names?
All right, so I got like 5 here. First up, Horus, 3100 BC, virgin birth, 12 disciples, and what the fuck?
And where do you know where he was located? Or
Egypt, Horus,
oh, that's too close to home.
right?
So a few smart
damn
people
area.
were like, "Hey, let's rip off that old story," right?
No kidding.
That maybe only a handful of people knew because there's no writing.
His birth was announced by a star and was attended by 3 wise men. What the fuck?
Yeah, Jesus is a reboot.
Yeah,
Right.
Just
well, okay.
He's the
Batman
reboot
series.
that like caught on.
And I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like the whole gold, bringing the gold and the frankincense. Like I know what frankincense is, but what's myrrh? I mean, come on, dude.
Right.
That's where the hole in the story is. Right. Such shit.
Okay, so that's just one.
Right, that's just one. Then 563 BC, we've got Buddha, also born of a virgin birth. His mom had a dream of a white elephant with 6 tusks impregnating her. I mean,
Whoa,
what the
wait,
fuck?
whoa.
I've been called the white
the
elephant
convo-
before.
right.
This is
That
not,
sounds like the
keep
Holy
going.
Ghost to me.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
That's how I always
6
pictured
tusks.
the Holy Ghost.
Yep.
I want to name my dick 6 tusks.
I never
This is 6
heard
tusks.
Buddha on the list, to be honest.
Also performed miracles, healed the sick, walked on water, fed 500 men from a single basket of cakes.
Walked
Wow.
on water is the only illusion a magician could have done back then.
right,
No,
right.
For
yeah,
reals.
yeah.
For reals.
Right. Water into wine.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
like I imagine like some music playing in the
Right.
background. You know.
Oh, dude, he's so sick. He
Hey,
walked-
I don't know, dude. If you'd have seen me like middle of last summer after like a couple pizzas and I was like sweating and my shirt off, I would have looked like an elephant, a white elephant with 6 tusks. Easy, no problem.
nice.
How about Krishna, 3000 BC, Indian god, right?
Okay.
Check this. A tyrant had
Whoa,
ordered
whoa! What kind of Indian? Dot or feather?
dot.
Thank you.
Tyrant ordered the slaughter of all newborns. What does that sound like?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yes, it does.
Infanticide.
Frankincense and myrrh.
Myrrh again.
His birth was attended
Right.
by angels, wise men, and shepherds, and was presented with gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I don't understand how you can be like even a little bit educated and not fucking look into any of this.
Right, but people haven't organized that history together because so many people, like,
There should be like a god compendium.
right, but like it's amazing that Zeitgeist and you and this show and other shows and other documentaries are putting together those things to fucking put up against history way before.
I just don't
all of
understand
that
how
history.
Jesus is the one that caught on when Krishna, doesn't she have like 6 arms and shit like that? Like
Yeah.
why didn't the badass gods like
Right. That's like playing
Stay
Goro
popular.
in Mortal Kombat.
Right.
You always
right.
pick Goro. He's got 4 arms.
Goro's got 4 arms.
Yeah. How you gonna lose? You have twice as many arms as everybody
Exactly.
else.
So my theory is, and I'm so glad I could put this out there on radio and in this podcast, is I'm probably the only person on earth who's convinced by this, and I'm a psycho for thinking this, but it's probably going to be true. I think Jesus had a twin. And these guys knew about all these 5 people you've referenced and all the stories similar to him. And the guy who raised him, I fucking forget his name now, Joseph,
Yeah.
or whatever. He was like,
God, you got better grades than me. You
right,
fucking asshole.
he was smart, and I feel like he probably knew all those stories and other people, and he said,
Right.
let's redo this and let's fucking do it right, and let's make this resurrection thing legit, and we'll have him killed in front of him, but
it would just be the brother. that they
right.
killed.
And the Jesus twin theory, you heard it first on the White Bronco Show.
like
Hey, every good magician has an assistant.
Right, and
body
I
double.
thought I had that thought when I saw the Prestige with fucking Christian Bale, but it would have worked for sure. It could have, and it could have been a different dude that they fucking killed for all they know.
Yeah. Clone machine.
Yeah, there could be 2 dudes who looked like it. Another thing about Jesus.
Is it possible this was like a Star Wars thing though? Like they were all separated to keep them away from their evil, Sky Daddy father?
Yeah,
Ooh.
and fucking aliens are
And they just-
orchestrating
and they
all this shit.
They moved them around, and then the calendars were so fucked up. It actually happened at the same time, but we just have this perception, like our concept of time is just like twisted and fucking going in different directions, and like fuck, they're all related.
Right.
Oh.
It's our memory that fucks up our perception of time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But think about this time shit. Today and age, imagine a woman, a housewife in Orange County who just, fucks the pizza boy and then like is like, he's a fucking virgin. No one,
Right.
you can't
Right.
say virgin birth without getting fucking
Laughed at.
laughed at.
What the?
Right.
So why do people fucking believe that shit?
You know where virgin births go? Maury. Maury Povich.
I guess that's the only place you can fucking find them
It's the
today,
only
right?
place.
DNA clinic.
Like, I swear
Right.
I didn't fuck none of these guys.
Right. And they just like trace it back to like her fucking next door neighbor.
I love when none of the dudes there are the father. It's my favorite ending.
Oh, I mean it doesn't get better than that.
Favorite ending. And all those dudes, best friends for life.
Yeah.
Instantly too. Like they don't know shit about one another, but we're not that bitch's fucking
Right.
kid's baby daddy.
Yeah,
whatever.
and it's cool when they're beefing at first, and then when the results come back, everything's cool. It's like, hey, baby, I've known you this whole time. We had to fight to be
Right.
friends, dog.
They host a barbecue every year on that kid's birthday.
And I love in the movie Bruno when he goes on Jerry Springer. And he has like, I just adopted this black baby. And he's like
yeah.
booing the shit out of him. And then he's like, fucking, what'd you name him? He's like, a traditional African American name. OJ.
Yeah.
It's so, that movie is excellent.
Good movie. He's coming out with a new one pretty soon here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, that looks, the Brothers Grimm.
Yeah. Grimsby.
Grimsby. Yeah.
Grimsby. And the Moby Dick movie looks really good.
Haven't seen it.
It just came out on the
New
11th.
Independence Day trailer. Did you see
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Fuck.
Is it good?
That looks great.
No.
Is Will Smith in it?
No,
No.
Will Smith. He's too expensive.
Who's in it?
They
Yeah,
couldn't
fuck
afford
it.
him.
At least I'm sure they're gonna probably write him that other kid in as the son, right? As Danny.
Well, they're gonna kill off Will Smith. So there's actually a website. It's called War of 1996.
Yeah, that was. I like how they're marketing it too.
and
It looks fucking great.
It kind of gives you a chronology of the time between that first movie and now, and explains how Will Smith died like testing the alien weapons or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like they've used all the alien shit and like in it, like put it into all our military crap, all of our
Right.
infrastructure.
So it's taking place in
present
today.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, but
as if
everything
like
is
we
gonna be
fought
more
the
advanced.
aliens, we took the shit that we could salvage, we put it into our own fucking science, and then now they're back.
And the White House that was blown up, is it rebuilt the same? What do you think they did with that? What was the decision on that?
Ooh.
Writers' table. What do we do with the White House? Do we make it fucking sick? Do we make it like? Do we rebuild it with like, or do we rebuild it the same?
I think
Yeah,
you do
maybe.
like those, when you saw like the Twin Tower mock-ups, or it was like the middle finger, like you just do that, like where
Yeah.
the fucking White House was up to space.
Okay. Middle finger to
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, I think a bunch of like pylons with dead aliens like speared on them. Just leave that message there.
Do something barbaric.
Yeah,
And when does this movie come out? Next year?
Yes,
Sometime?
2016, probably summer.
I think
right?
so. Yeah,
Summer?
Yeah.
I'm kind of pumped for that.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be good.
So Will Smith is too much money?
Yeah, they couldn't afford him. They said
Jesus
for that
Christ.
budget of a film.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
He should have fucking chopped his own salary down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they just wrote him out. But Liam,
It does
Hemsworth,
fit.
Yeah, Liam's in.
It does fit because his movies have been such shit that he wouldn't take a back end deal.
right? And
You know.
he's over the whole action movie thing. I think so.
He's
been
fucking
doing.
Deadshot now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I didn't even
He's
think
fucking.
about that.
He's in the DC universe now.
Yeah.
He's gonna be doing action movies the rest of his career.
DC always sucks, dude.
Right.
DC's always second.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I have high hopes for Suicide Squad and
Looks
Batman v
good
Superman.
visually, from what I've seen. Looks good.
Yeah.
It's got potential, but we'll see.
When does that movie come out? That trailer.
Suicide Squad's next year, I think, right?
Next year, that's
Batman is by the end of the year. No,
They're all next year. Yeah.
not all next year. Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to Deadpool.
Yeah, Deadpool's gonna be great.
Who's in that movie?
Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
he is.
yeah.
R-rated.
He was born
R-rated
to be
too.
Deadpool.
It's a good thing they swung the R rating.
Yeah.
that's going to make the movie.
Do you think they would ever put him into the universe though, like with the other superheroes being an R hero?
Why did they make it R?
Possibly. They cross him over.
Deadpool's R.
is fucking heavy R.
Yeah.
And like,
What type of shit does he do?
Deadpool stretches his meat, dude.
oh my god.
Yeah, so he's like as foul-mouthed as they come, and he'll be getting like shot up by enemies and just still talking shit, like, making jokes and stuff. Probably the funniest hero in the universe, in my opinion.
In the comics too, it's
He'd
dark.
make a
fucked
great
up.
guest on this show.
Right? Yeah.
Really?
If we could get him on here, yeah.
So he's like the Irish dude who just won in the UFC, Conor McGregor.
Kind of,
Yeah.
he backs it up.
Right. Yeah.
Is Deadpool like rating high on power and all that shit on the ratings?
Oh yeah, he's like, I would say near the top because he's
Yeah,
can't kill him.
and some
In the top
of
three?
his crossover stuff with Cable has just made him
Right.
like even stronger with his body slide.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, you guys must have got a lot of pussy knowing that shit. Hey, no, I love that
You'd be
shit. though.
surprised.
I love it. I just came onto it late, so I can't talk as much on it. But
Yeah.
I like to listen about it. 'cause
You
there's a lot of good
talked
stories.
with Matt about a lot of the stuff when we were in
Yeah.
college. We got such a good amount of information from that guy.
Dude, and the Joker comic books are fucking insane.
They're
like,
good.
there's a story in one of them where he gets out of the insane asylum, and some dude is like the comic just is like through the eyes of this dude who's driving him around. He picks him up from the insane asylum and he starts taking him places, and for no reason, right when he gets out, he just goes and kills 2 elderly people. And then like in the pictures,
We
and
need
stuff
to
like
have a book of the week
Right.
on this show.
and like in the thing, he's like trying to have a meeting with Two-Face, and he's just doing all this coke and all these pills, and he's just fucking like losing his mind. He's doing all this crazy shit. I think he meets with the Penguin. He like slaps him in the fucking face.
Yeah.
And then like he's trying to like meet up with Two-Face to fucking kill him so he can finally kill himself, I think. And it's just like, it's fucking insane.
Was that the Killing Joke?
I think-
The graphic novel?
Yeah, it's either that one or another one. There
Okay.
was 2 of them. The other one was really good because it shows that his origin story, which is like basically he was a struggling comic, and he also had another job at this chemical plant, right? And this could be
Story of your life.
Right. Yeah. Well, the parallels are getting a little scary.
no, it gets really scary close in a second. He lets the mob guys in to rob the place at night, right? Or he's gonna let them in to do that. And on that night, that he's gonna let the mob in and do that, that's some shit I would do. Like, let
Right.
the mob in, baby, rob these fools, fuck them. His wife and kid die in a car accident, so he's sitting at home and he's fucking distraught, right? The saddest he's ever been. And then the mob shows up and they're like, hey man, we gotta go do this. He's like, I don't want to fucking do this. They're like, fuck you, you're gonna do this. So they take him there, shit goes down, and he falls into the chemical during the robbery and shit like that. And then he comes from the ashes, like, and this is a metaphor that I see, like, he comes out of that looking at the world like as sad as you can possibly be. Like, and I think a lot of people, if you ever get to that point, or if you ever said, like, the only thing that really can pull you out of that, or that like can change your perspective or the way to look at life, is like
Jesus.
as a joke. No, he looks at everything as a joke.
Right.
So then from that moment on, he's like the Joker, and he's a
That's why I said Jesus.
Yeah.
his roots are in comedy. But
Yeah.
like he comes out of that and he's looking at everything. He already was, but he's looking at everything as a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And he's the best comic book character ever. And he got me into being interested in the comic book world.
At least he had an excuse. We just show up here every Wednesday.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So his origin story is pretty fucking dope. And speaking of origin stories, I'm proud the show's, run through the year 2015, and couldn't be without, some of our sponsors. This week's sponsor is angelstepin.org. It's a battered women's shelter, and it's in Southern California. And Angel Step-In provides emergency shelter for battered lesbos with a history of using alcohol and drugs. We also accept battered bows into our shelter that do not have a history of alcohol or other drug use. The following services are available to domestic violence dykes, DVDs, seeking shelter, or residing in our shelter program.
The acronyms is the best part. DVDs.
DVDs, domestic violence dykes. It's a real thing. There's lesbians out there beating the shit out of each other, and it's not cool. Whether you're sitting on some girl's face and choking her out with your pussy, or you're backhanding her like you're a fucking Mac Daddy because you're whatever. It's not chill, ladies.
Yeah, ladies. While we're on the topic, don't beat up your boyfriends either.
Right.
Knock that shit off.
Right.
Grow up.
Oh shit, that hits home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Brent's girls made him concussed a few times.
God, I'm gonna hit up that clinic.
We have real quick back to the sponsor, angelstepin.org. It's a beautiful name, and they have a 24-hour hotline. You could also call the Kaotic number if you need someone to. We're kind of an immediate crisis counseling group, so we'll be expecting your calls too. We could always help out if their lines get busy, and they have an emergency shelter, and they offer short-term. We'll say we're part of this group, guys. Yeah. We offer short-term
We're in this together
shelter
now.
and assistance locating long-term. Bring your stank snatch down. We also have showers, and then they have counseling. And individual counseling services are available to butch women with stinky upper lips. So don't worry about what's going on with your looks or your smell or your hygiene. Just come on down. You could be beat up or fucked up or just smelling like straight pussy. They'll take you in. And the last thing, education. Angel Step In offers domestic violence education, substance abuse, and of course education on DVDs, domestic violence dykes. So angelstepin.org. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you for sponsoring the show. Any last things you guys want to say for Christmas? We're going to have a show before New Year's, and we got some New Year's resolutions for the show. Some suggestions we're going to read and some ideas I have, places I want to take the show. We get a lot of hate mail, so maybe we can, just start fresh with these people.
Right, yeah. Get less of it.
Clean slate.
Yeah.
Right. And keep getting good sponsors like Angel Step In and other battered bitch places who like to listen to a good show. I mean, we are, 10 o'clock every Wednesday, and it's tough time because we're up against South Park, which is
DVR.
Can't beat that. You know what I mean? So hopefully you guys DVR that, listen to this live. If not, it's a podcast. You guys got anything else on Christmas or Jesus? Because I got a question for gay guys.
Did you mention DVR?
DVR. South Park.
Oh, DVR and I thought you were talking about our other sponsors here, Dirty Vagina Rejuvenation. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
I apologize. Carry on.
yeah.
Please carry on.
Dude, those guys, unofficial. We sponsor them. DVR.
Vaginoplasty.
Yeah, they're in Rancho Cucamonga. Keep fucking snatching up those loose Orange County, i.e. LA pussies, man, because you're doing great things. I've seen them. You turn a turtle fucking pussy into a, I don't know, a goddamn water balloon rubbed up against another water balloon. It looks great.
We got all kinds of styles. We'll give you the Joker smile if you're interested.
Oh,
like that.
Bring them flappy curtains down there. If they're too long, we'll just tie them around your back. Fuck it.
It's funny in the
Tie you
league,
up.
in the show, The League. There's a spoiler alert here. The guy's wife goes to get that surgery done and she dies.
They killed her off.
What? Yeah.
Oh, spoiler.
No Yeah.
I'm a couple seasons behind.
That's
Holy
great though.
shit.
But it's like, dude, if your wife had a loose pussy, let her fucking go. Who cares? Don't be emotional about
God, I
it.
hope there was another
It's that or
reason
death.
she quit the show.
It's really that or death. though.
Right.
Yeah, it was because
That's the
Steve
point there,
Renazzisi lied about being in fucking 9/11.
Oh, that's right.
That's why she left the show.
And I wanted to
Get over it.
We talked about that. I want a Steve Renazzisi, the Pee Wee Herman story.
Yeah.
There's a few other stories I would definitely Pee Wee Herman. I mean, I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Take claim to Bill Clinton's cigar. You'll get up there.
Oh, I should try to sell that on eBay.
Yeah, everyone's been
Get some money going for the show.
Everyone's been smelling the end that smells like Monica's puss, but tell them to sniff the other end.
I like the way you think.
Innocent Tom Beehole.
Hey, I got distracted, but I said I was curious about gay guys a second ago, so I can't let that fucking get cut off and go.
I thought that was the end of the
no.
thought.
I was curious about gay guys. Next topic.
Last week's topic, Brokeback Mountain. This week's topic.
I want to be friends with a gay guy who fucking he jerks off to everything, right? Like all guys, he's just like a sicko. He likes the BBWs. He likes it all. like when he's looking at porn, he's looking at it all. Kind of like maybe one of the hosts of the show, right? Okay, it's me. Anyways, I want to meet that dude, and I want to know that, like, yeah, I'm like, he's jerked off to Jesus. Like, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
beat that meat to that dude, because
gay or not, bad. Gay or not, I want to meet the man who jerks off to Jesus.
Right, that's a good cum for that guy.
Right,
it's an emotional cum, probably, if he just depending on his background.
Yeah, no kidding. Does he cry? Like, he raises both of his hands in the air when he does it?
Like
yes.
A Muslim guy jerking off to Jesus. That's a gay Muslim. That's a whole different. That's a whole different emotion.
Do you have to do it from your knees?
Oh my god.
Because I got bad knees.
That's fucking great. And I also wonder, like, since you're a guy and you like guys, or if you're a girl and you like girls, do you ever jack off to yourself? Question for you, gay guys.
I don't know.
Are you that fucking egotistical that you'll jerk off to yourself?
Yeah,
Maybe put some glasses on. Like, oh, that guy's got a nice dick.
Would you jerk off to yourself if you had tits?
Yeah, I'd flop my big fucking sweaty pussy around, I guess. If I was a woman.
Right. I didn't say anything about a pussy.
Right.
Oh,
Jesus, yeah.
I never.
Hey, this is your fantasy, not mine. Whatever you want, man.
Right. Well, what's in my butt? Let's get started there. And then tell me what's going on there.
Just start back to front, huh?
Well, I wanted to say happy holidays to you guys. Happy holidays to our listeners. Well, the show's had trials and tribulations. We've lost people to AIDS. We've lost sponsors. We've lost almost every sponsor, but we're coming back strong in 2016.
There's less picketers out now.
Yeah, less picketers, less
Ukrainian mafia.
Yeah, and we had a lot of people. I don't know where they're from, but their Twitter information was in Arabic, and they weren't on our side for a while, but I think we've won them back over too.
Turn them around.
Now that you turned ISIS into a verb, I think we're good.
Yeah, we turned ISIS into a verb. We told North Korea to ISIS that fucking Canadian pastor, because I guess, you know what? If we learned anything about the show this year, it's that we don't really support religion.
Right.
You got to be careful with that ISIS verb thing. It's going to start popping up on YouTube. Those kids with their YouTube videos, and it's going to be the next Nene,
Well, Merry Christmas from the White Bronco Show, and we'll see you guys next week for our New Year's show. And James and Brent, I'm glad you guys are on board. Hope nothing happens to you, because you might die of AIDS, or the KGB might kill you, because that's what's happened to the last host. So we'll end you on some weird Christmas shit. We'll see you next week.
May Jesus be with you.
Ding dong, ding dong, that is their song with joyful ring. All caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound.